Hey y'all, good morning. I don't want to talk about the way we look right now. We friends, right? We family, right? Okay, period. I literally just walked in the house from going to McDonald's real quick to get me a little breakfast. But I just wanted to, I don't know, when I be driving, that's a good time for me to like really just think, you know? So I wanted to sit and have like a real conversation real quick with myself. I was just driving and I was just thinking about, you know, how the end of the year is coming and so many thoughts that I'm just gonna be like combining into one little conversation here. So I always see this quote, you know, come up regularly on Instagram or whatever, like a little text post where basically people are saying, especially around New Year's, everybody's like, okay, New Year, I'm gonna do this, and like my fitness journey, I'm gonna start in January 1st, you know, new me, da 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 da. And so I guess the response is always like, well, why not? Why can't you start today? Like, it doesn't have to be a beginning of the new year for you to begin. Like, just start. Whatever it is that you wanna do, just start it, just do it. You know what, in the spirit of me talking about this, let me get the thing that I'm gonna start.
Where you at, ho?
I struggle between on one side being like, okay, you know, every day is not promised. The sooner you start, the sooner you could, you know, get things going, and the sooner this will become the new normal for you. And like, you need to strike while the iron's hot and you have the inspiration, and like, now is the time, and if you don't do it now, you're gonna like miss the opportunity. Like, do it on one end. And then on the other end, I just have this like, okay, well, like, you know, take things at your own pace, and what is meant for you is going to be for you, whether you know, start it today or if you wait a month and you start it then. Like, what is written for you in the cards is going to happen. So like, don't stress yourself out about it. You know, take your time. When it feels right, when the time is right, it'll happen. And I equally believe both things. So all that to say, I've just been really conflicted lately and like coming down on myself really hard for all of the time that I'm allowing to pass, that I'm not doing the things that I need to get done and want to get done. I was trying to set like a little goal for myself, like a little time frame, like, you know what, instead of waiting to January to start this next step that you need to get done, you should try to get it done before January, before the new year. Like, let's go in and get it, like, let's start it now, you know? And what I'm talking about is my business. I have mentioned here on the channel, and that's another thing, like just keeping the whole little everything so behind the scenes. And I feel like there's always this like pressure of like, don't share your ideas and stuff until it's like solidified, because people could be stealing, or people could be like, you know, wishing on your downfall or whatever, and like move in silence and celebrate your successes in silence and all of that. And I don't know if I necessarily like that. I don't like this idea that like any success or anything going on in your life, anything that you value and you hold personal to yourself, you should never share it with anybody, because it's like so precious. And it's just like, no, because like with me trying to start this business and everything, a valuable resource, and this is just in life, this is in business, this is in hair, this is in makeup, all of the things. To me, that place is YouTube. I don't have these connections with a lot of people in person. I don't know a lot of people who are going through the same things that I'm going through, or struggle with the same things that I do, or, you know, in their same points in their journey. I don't know a lot of people in real life like that. So it's easy for me to go on YouTube and, you know, go through creators. And all that to say, I found somebody who, you know, she kind of documented her whole process of like starting her business and launching the business and buying packaging and buying shipping, and how all of that go from like her first sale to doing her website and just like where her daily organization and everything is. And I found that incredibly helpful. And you know, on my channel, I do tutorials for hair, I do makeup tutorials, we talk about life, I give advice, we do, you know, I'm vlogging, I'm showing you apartment hunting and all that stuff. Yes, because it's fun to me, but also because it helps somebody. You know what I'm saying? And so, all that to say, I kind of want to like start bringing this process that I'm doing onto the channel. And it's just hard to know where to start. Like, where do I start? There's so many things that I have to do, and I have to do them by myself, you know? And these are things I've just never done before. So I got my journal. Journaling, that's another thing that's new to me. And I started making a list of everything that I want to like accomplish as it pertains to my business, the stuff I need, like what do I need for shipping, inventory, packaging, like how am I actually going to pack the stuff to ship, and like what am I going to need to buy for that. I need a printer to print my shipping labels or whatever, and how am I going to cut costs with that, and then the website, and what am I going to use to do the website, what am I going to use to make my labels, like, you know, all of that stuff. I just made a list of everything, and it's just kind of freaking me out because right now there's so many things on the list that aren't crossed off, and it's like intimidating, I guess. Anyways, this is my first product. I designed the label and everything myself, created the formula, make it, package it, do all of that myself by hand. I'm very proud of how it came out. But one of my favorite quotes, you can't complain about having a lot on your plate if the goal is to eat. Ain't that a good one? Ain't that a good one? The last time I was in this position, and this is something I don't talk about, like the girls that get it, and the girls that don't. And I used to be one of the girls that didn't get it. So I know how it's going to sound to people. A little while ago, I was just feeling like very similar to how I'm feeling right now. And I was very unhappy, and I felt stuck, and I felt like there was all these things I want, like, anyways, so I needed to, like, I don't know, like I just needed to, like, I don't know. So people told me about meditation. I tried to meditate. I can't do it. I feel like it don't work for me, whatever. I close my eyes, I sit there, whatever, I get relaxed, and my mind is just going a million things a minute, and I'm like, ooh, my leg itches, or ooh, I'm kind of hungry, or this isn't working, you know, and I'm just too hyper aware. Like, I can't, it's hard for me to just relax and sit there and meditate and really, like, connect with myself in the way that they say meditation is supposed to. Let me look up a guided meditation. There's a person who kind of, like, talks to you and tells you, one, like, repeating affirmations and everything, but also, like, gives you instructions on how to relax and talks you through it. And I was like, you know what the hey, let me try it. The theme of it, about it was talking about, like, letting go, and letting go of, like, your apprehension and your anxiety and your fear and all the things that are self-inflicted that are holding you back and holding you down, and, like, just letting go. And I put it on or whatever, and I laid in the bed, I turned off all the lights, put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and I put on my headphones because I wanted the sounds and the guided meditation to be, like, in my ears, girl. It was a 20-minute video, I believe, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, whatever. So I closed my eyes, put my headphones on, I'm laying there, and at first, you know, it's whatever, and I'm like, okay, I gotta, like, he's telling me, like, you know, relax your body, like, literally, like, relax your muscles and feel your facial muscles relax, and just, like, be still and breathe and focus on, and he's, like, talking to me, and I'm, like, you know, trying to follow instructions, like, I'm really trying to get into it, girl. And then I just remember, like, he's saying, like, you know, at some points of this, you may begin to cry, and, like, that's okay, like, release that. That is you letting go, and, like, when you come back from this, like, when the meditation's over, you're going to feel so much lighter and all this other stuff, and, you know, I'm just listening to it, whatever. So the meditation ends, you know, I look at my phone, and it has been 3 hours. 3 hours went by. Now, I know what you're thinking, like, yeah, you laid there, you got comfortable, you fell asleep. Maybe, but the meditation that I was listening to, the voice, the repeating of the affirmations and the sounds and all that never stopped. I felt like I sat there for the 25 minutes and I, like, you know, meditated. But girl, 3 hours went by and my eyes were closed. It was very visual. You know, he would, in the guided meditation, like, walked you through, like, you know, what you would see. So I think it is like a mental thing. Like, he tells you one thing and then you start imagining, like, picturing it. But it worked. And it was crazy because, like, 3 hours went by. I was confused, but I was like, okay, girl, like, and I had somewhere to go. So I was like, okay, well, I gotta get up and start getting ready. And just when I, like, sat up and started moving about, I physically felt different. Like, I felt lighter, I felt, like, relieved. The heaviness that I had on me when I laid down and what drove me to try to do this meditation one more time, it was gone. And I just felt so clear about like what I wanted to do. And from that day, and that was what, a year ago? From that day, my life has just changed. I just started doing, like, I didn't feel stuck anymore, and the path became clear to the things that I wanted to do. So much so that I still attribute me moving here to Houston, like me actually doing this and changing my life and going for whatever, to that one day. Like, I feel like it just like unlocked something in me. And I haven't meditated since. And I know people are like, oh yeah, meditate regularly, try to do it once a week, da da da. I was like, no, that was such a powerful situation, the way that happened, and then the way everything happened immediately after that, and has been happening since. I was like, that, I don't care what it sounds like, that meditation did something. Whether it was just a placebo and it just helped me change my state of mind into seeing my own abilities and to letting me know that I have the power and like everything I have everything that I need to succeed. And if I put my mind to it, I can do it. And if that's all that meditation helped me understand, it worked. It did something. It helped me let go of those anxieties, let go of the fear, let go of me holding myself back and just going for the things that I want to accomplish and I want to see and I want to do, and knowing that I'm going to be okay. And that's why I had no apprehension about moving to Houston, moving to a new city, leaving my hometown, moving out here by myself. I'm not balling, I'm not rich, but I have goals and I have things that I want to make happen. It became very clear that they were not going to happen for me where I was. And so it was up to me to change that, to change my environment, to do what I felt needed to be done so I could keep going on my journey, you know what I'm saying? So now that I'm here and I'm kind of feeling overwhelmed and a little intimidated, you know, I'm feeling a little similar to how I was feeling that day. And so I'm kind of nervous because I want to try the meditation again. That time, it changed my life completely. Look at where I am now compared to where I was a year ago. Crazy. The opportunities that I've had, the places that it's insane. So I'm nervous in the best way to see what I could do now. Where is this next year gonna go for me? I guess I'm making this video kind of just as like a documentation of like, this is TylorWithAnO at the end of 2021. And I, you know, thought about doing like a vision board thing and putting my goals and stuff down or whatever. But no, I'm not necessarily gonna say my goals or put a cap on where I expect to be and all that other stuff. It's more about the state of mind. And I'm challenging myself here at the end of 2021 to like go for it. And like, let's see how let's see what happens. You know what I mean? Like, let's do it. I don't know. So I'm just really excited. So with that, this will probably be the last video of the year that I'm gonna upload. So happy new year to you. But anyways, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment down below anything you'd like to see here on this channel. And yeah, most importantly, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any more of this TylorWithAnO goodness. And I will catch you all in the new year. Peace.